Hi, good afternoon. Continuing our study guide. Got a little cut off there on the last one. Problem 9, we see two mixed numbers. So the first trick is we're going to have to convert them. Remember, that's when you take 2 and multiply it by the denominator, 2 times 4, and add the 3 up top. That's going to be 11 fourths. 2 times 4 is 8, plus 3 is 11, and that's multiplied by n. On the right-hand side, I do 2 times the 3 on the bottom, and 2 times 3 is 6, plus 1 is 7, so I get 7/3. So from there, 2 3/4, oh sorry, let me rewrite using the new fractions. We get 11 over 4n equals 7/3. And what we're going to do is flip over the 1 with the n. So we flip over that fraction, 4/11ths, because that's always what we're trying to get rid of, and that's how I get rid of it. I multiply by 4/11ths on the other side, and I get 7 times 4 is 28 over 3 times 11 is 33. So 28 over 33 is my answer for number 9. Now, if you got that one marked wrong, that is the correct answer. I'm going to have to fix that on McGraw-Hill. Okay, solve 1.75 equals 0.2g. Well, 0.2 is multiplied by g. So what's the opposite of multiplication? Division. Divide by 0.2. Here, divide by 0.2. And in this case, I would probably use a calculator. G is going to be equal to half of 1.75, which is going to be something like, let's see here, 0.8. Tough to do this in my head. Half of 17 is 8.5, 8.5, and 8.525 maybe? Yeah, it might be 8.525, but let's check it with the calculator. So let's say I get 0.85 about, or 0.8525, but let's check it on the calculator. So here I'm going to type in 1.75, 1.7, again 1.75 divided by 0.2, I get 8.75. So yeah, close. I didn't quite get it in my head. G is equal to 8.75. All right, there you go. Oh, I see why I should have added those two, and I messed up with the decimal. Oh well. All right, problem 11. On problem 11, we're going to work outside in. So first we ask ourselves, what's the furthest number from our letter to remove? It's the 12. Remember, on its side. We don't worry about the other side. How do we remove this minus 12? By adding 12. We add 12 on both sides. We get 6k is equal to a negative 12. My last step is going to be divide by 6, because 6 is multiplying by k. Divide by 6, and I get k is equal to a negative 2. Okay, problem 12. We see what's the outside in number? It's the plus 13. I'm going to subtract 13 first. And 16 minus 13 is 3. And all that's left is this x over 4. Well, how do I get rid of this? Well, x divided by 4 here. How do I get rid of divided by 4? I'm going to multiply by 4 times 4 on both sides. It might help to think of this as 4 over 1, because look, times 4 over 1, I'm going to cancel out those 4's. And 4 over 1 is the same as the whole number 4, so I get x equals 12 here. Okay. Problem 13. Let me copy it over here. 15 minus 4j equals 43. And here I'm going to first work outside in. So what's the furthest number from J? Well, the 15 is. And how do I undo this 15 if there's no sign here? Well, with no sign, it means it's a positive 15. So I'm going to subtract 15. And subtract 15 on both sides gives me, let's see here, minus 528 on the right-hand side equals, and I bring down this whole thing. Minus 4j goes here. I'm going to need to copy it where I can write. Minus 4j equals 28. And so now I'm going to go ahead, and since minus 4 is multiplied by j, I'm going to divide by minus 4. And I get j is equal to a negative 7. Right. So my correct answer is D here. Okay. Problem 14. Amelia decided to order some breadsticks and a pizza. The pizza costs $10.50 and the breadsticks each cost 75 cents. And notice that each is here. That means that's my multiplied number. Pizza costs $10.50. The total bill was $13.50. So I've got one-time amount is $10.50. And each breadstick is 75 cents. And the total amount, so I'm going to call X the number of breadsticks. Total amount is $13.50, so that's always going to go after the equal sign. Okay, to solve for that, first I would subtract the $10.50 from both sides. And I'm left with just $3. So $3 equals 75 cents a breadstick. And here I would divide it by 75 cents and I get X is equal to 4 breadsticks. So it looks like the correct answer is D here. Okay. All right, moving on. Problem 15, a soda and 2 candy bars. Soda is $1.10. We don't know how much the candy bars cost, but the total was $2.40. So $1.10 plus 2 times the candy bars is equal to $2.40. Okay, so that's going to be our setup. And it looks like they set that up for all of them. So now we just need to solve. I'm going to subtract the $1.12, the soda, so I can find out how much the candy bars cost. So 2 candy bars now costs, let's see here, 28 cents and $1.28. Looks like it costs $1.28. And is that right? 10 minus 2 is 8. 3 minus 1. That's correct. All right, so then I divide that by 2. And I get a candy bar equals 64 cents. However, that's not an answer choice. It looks like 65 cents, so I'm going to go with that answer as the closest answer there, even though it's not 100% perfect. Oh, I see what I did. I miscopied. When I copied 110 here, I got 112. Whoops. If this had been 10 cents, I would have gotten 30 cents. So $1. 65 cents is the correct answer, D. Well, let that be a lesson to you. You got to copy your problems carefully. All right, problem 16. Subtract 15 from both sides since that's my outside in number, and I get a negative 2b is equal to a negative 24. All right, divide by negative 2, and I get b is equal to a positive 12. All right, last problem. Shopping. Miss Williams shops at a store that has an annual membership fee of $30, or like a Costco. Today she paid her annual membership and bought several fruit baskets, costing $15 each. It's gifts for her coworkers. There's that word each, that means multiply. Her total, that means multiply usually by X. Her total was $105. Here's the equation. Oh, 15 times B, that's our fruit baskets, plus the $30 membership fee cost a total of $105. Find out how many fruit baskets she got. Well, I'm going to go ahead and solve for B. 15B plus 30 equals 105. And here I would subtract 30 from both sides. Sorry, this app is not as clean as I'm used to using PowerPoint. And 105 minus 30 is 75. And then I would divide by $15 each because that's how much money all the fruit baskets cost. And I would get B is equal to 5. So she bought 5 fruit baskets. Okay, well, that covers our study guide. I thank your minds and your hearts. Thank you for your review, and I'll see you tomorrow for our tests. Bye.